Easy, boy, what is it?
The barking wouldn't stop. Officer Grace Turner slammed her cruiser door shut, the sound echoing through the quiet forest road. Her flashlight beam cut through the mist, landing on a German shepherd standing stiff, fur bristling, teeth bared at an enormous old oak tree. "Easy, boy," Grace murmured, one hand resting on her holster. "What is it?" The dog's name was Rex. He wasn't just any dog. He was a retired canine, now living with Grace after his handler passed away. But this night, something had dragged him into the woods, barking nonstop, ignoring every command. And now he stood there, trembling, staring at the trunk like it was alive. Grace shone her light higher and froze. There was a huge lump in the tree. Not a normal bulge, but a misshapen, unnatural swelling near the base, covered in moss and dirt. It looked wrong, like something was trapped inside. Before we begin, don't forget to hit like, repost, or share, and subscribe. And I'm really curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. Back to the story. "Rex, what did you find?" she whispered. Rex whined and scratched at the bark, desperate, his claws scraping wood. The sound made her heart race faster. She stepped closer, fingers brushing the rough surface, and gasped. Underneath the bark was something smooth, cold. Her breath caught. "That's metal." She backed away, called it in. Within minutes, backup arrived. 2 other officers and a local fireman with a small cutting saw. They sliced carefully through the hard bark, the air filling with the smell of old wood and gasoline. Rex barked louder with every inch they peeled away. And then something metallic clinked. Grace knelt, brushing off the remaining bark with her gloves. Letters appeared, faded but clear enough. Missing since 1987. Property of Elliot Hawkins. Her mouth dried. That name. She knew it. Elliot Hawkins was a 10-year-old boy who vanished 38 years ago, right from this very forest. The case had gone cold decades ago. His parents had died, never knowing what happened to him. Grace felt her throat tighten. It can't be. They kept cutting. Bit by bit, the lump broke apart until a rusted metal box slid out from inside the tree. The officers exchanged stunned looks. The box had been completely swallowed by the trunk over time. Grace knelt again, her hands shaking as she opened the box. Inside, wrapped in a decaying red scarf, was a small wooden toy truck, a school ID card, and a folded note sealed inside plastic. She unfolded it carefully. Her eyes scanned the words, and suddenly she couldn't breathe. "If anyone finds this, please tell my mom I tried to come home, but the man said I couldn't. He locked me here. I heard sirens once. I yelled, but no one heard me. I'm scared. My name is Elliot Hawkins." The forest went silent. Even Rex stopped barking. Grace felt her stomach twist as tears welled in her eyes. "Oh my God," she whispered. The fireman stepped closer. "So the tree grew around it?" Grace nodded numbly. "He must have hidden this box before—" She couldn't finish the sentence. Everyone there understood. The boy never made it out. But then Rex barked again, moving to the other side of the tree. He sniffed at the ground, then began digging like crazy. Grace rushed over, shining her light. Something small and white poked through the soil. Bones. Tiny bones. Grace's hands trembled as she knelt beside him. She brushed away the dirt and saw the edge of a shoe, a child's sneaker, half buried with the same initials carved on it, E.H. The officers went silent. One whispered, "He was right here all along." Grace couldn't hold back the tears anymore. She sank to her knees, one hand resting on Rex's back. "You found him, boy. After all these years, you found him." The next morning, the entire county was talking about the discovery. The forest was sealed off. Forensics confirmed it. The remains belonged to Elliot Hawkins. The note had survived because of the plastic seal, the box preserved by the tree itself. Elliot's story, once forgotten, was finally brought to light because a dog refused to stop barking at an old tree. Later that evening, Grace stood by the tree again, watching the orange sunset glow through the branches. Rex sat beside her, tail resting on her boot. You know, maybe some things aren't coincidences. Maybe you were meant to lead me here. Rex looked up at her, eyes calm, almost human. Grace smiled faintly. You gave a lost child his voice back, Rex. You gave peace to a family that never got answers. She placed a small plaque near the base of the tree that read, "In memory of Elliot Hawkins, lost but never forgotten." And as the wind passed through the leaves, Grace could swear she heard a faint childlike laugh carried through the forest air. Like a thank you from a soul finally free. That night, before heading home, Grace whispered, "Good job, partner." Rex wagged his tail once, and, for the first time in years, the forest was quiet. This story touched millions of hearts. If it touched yours, let us know with a like, comment, amazing story, and subscribe or follow for more amazing stories like.